sure. As the White Bear Lake Bears hit the ice, we welcome you to the greatest hockey arena in the world. It's White Bear Lake boys hockey on the Horn. The 1-1 Irish coming to town to take on the 1-0 White Bear Lake Bears. And it's all right here on the home of White Bear Nation, of the Horn. Our camera guy, Zach Chapman here, also producer extraordinaire. He'll be on a mic at some point this season, throughout the season, in fact. We look forward to his arrival. But until then, it's me. My name is Zach Halverson, and I thank you for joining us here. Season 12 well underway here of the Horn. Game number 2, the Bears coming off of a thrilling overtime victory over the Duluth East Greyhounds last week right here at TCO Sports Garden. Nolan Road, the St. Cloud State commit, was phenomenal in that game, scoring just about under a half minute into the game, and then later on, when it came time to have that extra session, that sudden death overtime, he went right back at it, got down the ice, scored the goal, and then went and met his fellow students at that student section there. Great celebration was had both at the beginning of the game with the Bears and the teddy bear toss, and of course at the end with the big overtime game winner. The Rosemount Irish coming into this one, they've played 2 games. They did a Friday-Saturday series out at the Pagel Activity Center, the Tonka Thanksgiving preview. They started the season with a 10-3 loss to the Minnetonka Skippers before getting back on track against Chanhassen, a 2-1 victory out at Pagel. They'll come to town and have a little bit of a 2-game stretch in the Suburban East Conference with a White Bear Lake tilt tonight. That will begin in about 3 minutes or so, and then they will take on the East Ridge Raptors tomorrow night back home at Rosemount Ice Arena. The Bears took care of business against the Rosemount Irish last season in their only meeting, and if due to weather it was looking like it was going to maybe have to be held here, but it ended up being held at Rosemount Community Center, where the Bears won by a score of 5-1. We pause for the Star Spangled Banner, and then when we come back, we'll drop the puck. It's White Bear Lake boys hockey on the Horn.
I'm Will Anderson, graduated from White Bear Lake High School in 1991. Played hockey for the Bears for 3 years. I was lucky enough to go to the state tournament my sophomore and junior year. My thing at American Family is I believe that customer service is a lost art form. You can buy insurance from a number of different people and a number of different ways out there. If you're buying insurance online and you don't have a representative, I'd love to be that person. One of the things that makes us a little bit different is we always insure people the way we would want to be insured. So I start out with a very robust insurance package. I believe that your home is your number one asset. So you want to make sure that's very well protected. Most people would rather pay a little bit more to have great coverage. And that's what we do. We give people the options for great protection. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, but you can call us, text us at 612-361-7283. That's my cell phone, 612-361-7283, or WillAndersonAgency.com.
We started almost 28 years ago now doing just tires and wheels, and morphed into full service automotive repair, maintenance, and then now into custom truck accessories. We do sprayed in truck bed liners, we do some industrial coatings as well. So really anything in a vehicle, pertaining to a vehicle, that's what we do. We're all locally owned, we're all from here. You go from helping a customer at service counter, and then later on in the night you can see them at a hockey game or a football game, and it's nice to be able to say hi to those guys, and we appreciate their support. I don't need to fix everything on your car today and never see you again. We want to grow relationships, right? When we talk to people about auto repair needs, things like that, it's more of a kind of a 1 through 10 level, right? We'll help educate you and discuss how severe your repairs might be and what can wait a little while. Our telephone number is 651-426-4640. We have a website, it's www.podstire.com. Of course, we're on Facebook and Instagram as well.
In goal for White Bear Lake this evening will be their starter. As I pull up here, it's going to be Leo Gabriel in goal for White Bear Lake. Should be another good game for him. The junior goaltender had a great 22-23 season. He is now at a career goals against average 2.05, 90% save percentage here after that 1-0 start. A great Duluth East Greyhound team. He was able to keep the Bears in it and give them an opportunity to win that season opener against Duluth East. Now they look south to Rosemount, and the Irish and the Bears are underway here on the Horn. Thank you for tuning in. Quick pass here off the draw, left wing side, Stanius, but they say he was offside as he entered the zone with the puck, perhaps rode about a step ahead. But I'll tell you, the Bears certainly like the quick start. That is starting to become their brand. They won the draw. They went right for it, and pretty impressive job there by the stop line, just a couple of steps ahead. Rosemount trying to fend it off. They go off the wall. There's defense trying to set some things up. Selski goes behind the goal. Swung around here near side. The Irish try a pass, but that's intercepted. Now Nolan Road will carry it down the ice. Road will drop pass, sent down low by Distad. Road will shake a defender. Skates it up toward the blue line. Looked in the direction of Distad, who sent it down low behind the net for Stanius. Maverick Timmons down there as well as the puck goes to the blue line, kept in by Eckerly. His shot hits a shin pad, ricochets back to neutral ice, and it'll be Tanner Olson who will send a long pass over for Stanius, who connects with Timmons. Tried a nice move. Instead, it was sent to the corner. He'll get it right back. Takes a big hit in the process, and behind the Irish go. Rosemount trying to slow things down. They get a breakout pass, and now up the ice come the Irish here. Nice moves, but it's sent away by Eckerly as he fended off a good look for Quinton Videpo. Poked forward into the zone again. The Bears come. It's Lon, but he couldn't control as he entered the Irish zone. Bears will retreat. Behind Leo Gabriel, it's Tanner Olson. The sophomore defenseman works it up the ice. It takes a bounce off of Lalonde stick and goes for an icing. And we have our second stoppage of play here at the 94-second mark. And we remain scoreless and shotless. Teams just feeling each other out. Driscoll tried to clear. Kinsvater instead he'll connect with Lalonde, but it's pickpocketed by Salak, and the Irish will try their way back into the zone. Rolling, dribbling puck finally settled down by the Bears. Off the glass, but gloved down to his stick, sent forward by Durgan. Went toward the White Bear Lake goal, but Driscoll will skate it out of harm's way and then draws a penalty in the process. Bears working it off the wall. Irish will touch it up, and for the first time in this 2023-2024 season, we are going to see the White Bear Lake power play. Luka Salak will head to the box for tripping. Just getting an explanation from the official. The Greyhounds were very clean in that opening game. Did not take any non-coincidental minor penalties. So, again, this is the first time this power play has seen the ice this season. And we'll see Nolan Rhodes step up, goes backwards. Right circle pass to Blake Eckerly. Out to Distad, now Rode. Rode across, pass, shot taken by Eckerly. Didn't get what he wanted on it. Slowly went on goal and was pushed away by Nelson. Back out high, Distad to Eckerly. Distad top of the umbrella, now over to Nolan Rode. Rode spins off a defender, goes to Eckerly, back over to Rode, reaches, fires one, hits a shin pad, and it's cleared out. Back to neutral ice. The Bears will regroup with 1:12 to go on the power play. And a hand goes up, and I think we're going to get another penalty. So 5-on-3 for 69 seconds as the Irish will head back to the box. The officials going to the bench and giving another explanation here. As heading to the box is Peter DeGroot, the sophomore forward. It's a big opportunity now for White Bear Lake with the two-man advantage. 13:55 to go in the first. Again, 1 minute 9 seconds of power play time. 5-on-3 power play time, I should add, as the Bears win the draw. Goes back to Distad, cross to Eckerly. Distad down low. Gets it back from Stanius. Eckerly returns it to Distad. Now back to Eckerly, down low here, weak angle. Rode out high, Distad back to Rode. He'll switch positions with Distad. Carries it up high, here's Rode. Driving in across, Distad! And a beautiful toe save by Nelson. Cutting across, just getting enough on it to direct it to the corner. 48 seconds remain in the power play. The Bears fighting for it deep in that corner. Now in front of the student section, it's carried out by Stanius. Stanius curls around, up high. Right side for Rode. Down low, Distad looks for options. Goes back to Stanius. Stanius out to Distad. Distad leaves it for Rode, gets it back. Distad now tic-tac-toe pass. Stanius can't finish. Another left pad save for Nelson. Another try for Rode and another save for Nelson. Trent Nelson, an impressive effort keeping the puck out of the Rosemount net. Some pushing and shoving then follows after the whistle. 16 seconds remains on the 5-on-3. The Bears will have another little under a minute of power play time, 51 seconds or so, if they do fail to score in the next 16 seconds. Draw battled for. Bears come away with it. It's Laska, the assistant captain. He'll go back to Selski with it. Right wing side, a chance, a shot, score! Dylan Buteau. The Bears are on the board. He had a big one in the third period last game, and he adds his second goal in as many games. Dylan Buteau on the power play. 52 seconds of 5-on-4 power play remain now for the Bears, as it is now 5-on-4. So another opportunity, but a good chance for good win by Rosemount in the face-off circle to get the puck deep in the White Bear Lake zone. Here's Tanner Olson. He'll fire it forward, but it's knocked away. The Irish will ice it back to the stick of Leo Gabriel. Lets it go back for Selski. 20 seconds remain in the 5-on-3. Laska with some speed enters the zone. Goes behind, now centers one, and it was poked off of Buteau's stick, looking for number 2 in about 50 or so seconds. Instead, the Bears will come back in. It's now 5-on-5, full strength for Rosemount. A couple of players collide there. Incidental contact as the puck is cycled down low. Goes to the stick of Lotus, and then it's cleared out to center ice. Bears come back to grab it. Tanner Olson, long shift for him. He'll slide it forward here to Vieja. And offside is the call, as just a couple of feet in front of that blue line was Noah Norman with 11 and a half to go in the opening period. It's 1-0 White Bear Lake. Draw one back into the Rosemount zone, so behind the Irish goal, it'll be slid forward to center. The right wing side, it's Garrity. He'll take a hit, trying to get the puck back, get some help, but it's stolen away. Noah Driscoll will push it forward now, high off the glass, carried down. A quick shot hits high off the glass, dribbles right out in front of the White Bear Lake goal. Bears able to move it to the outside. Struggling with the breakout is White Bear Lake as they rim it around the boards to the White Bear Lake bench, but it's kept in. Josh Toll fires one, and Gabriel somehow, through all that traffic, was able to make the save. Lot to be said about this one. We are still very early in the game here. 10:50 to go in the opening period. Already a 1-0 White Bear Lake lead, but Irish starting to show some life here. Puck finds its way to neutral ice. Bears will work it up. Dumped in by Distad, and behind the Rosemount goal, it's played by Trent Nelson. Another collision along the wall as the Irish going from left to right, back to left, and trying to get it past the stingy White Bear Lake D. A shot taken by Doroff rises up and is found in the glove of Trent Nelson. Good looking shift there for the fourth line for the Bears, and that's really what's going to be key for any team in this state wanting to make a run at the state tournament. You got to have some depth, and you got to have some stars, and the Bears appear to have both. Of course, the Mr. Hockey Award candidate, Nolan Road, would not be surprised to see him be nominated toward the end of the year. St. Cloud State commit as well. His brother absolutely lighting things up for Bemidji. And the Beavers doing very, very well this season, thanks in part to Leighton Road. As Gabriel will glove that one. That was going wide of the goal. He'll just hang on to it. Reaching the midway point of period number one. Shots on goal favor the Bears 5-2. Might see that number go to 3. I don't know if they've added that yet, but in fact, I wouldn't add it because it really wasn't a shot on goal. It was a shot on that orange hat fella behind the glass over the left shoulder of Leo Gabriel. It's a nice orange hat. Orange is a good color. Big fan. Puck bouncing around, trying to settle it down to Stanius. Is finally able to get it on his stick, but he's ridden off the puck nicely by the Irish, and they'll skate it right back in. Around the wall, here's Rutzik in front. Nice little move, but in the process, the puck just kind of slid off the stick of Josh Toll, goes on goal. I guess you can count it as a shot, but not really. And Gabriel will certainly look up and say, hey, can you please count that as a shot? Might have been the easiest save of his career here, but off the wall and up the ice, the Bears come. Lalonde takes a hit, but he got it forward anyway. Here's Buteau. Centered one just out of the reach of Blaska's stick, I believe, was tied up. Distad working along the wall now. He'll send it back behind. Stolen away by Lalonde. Looking for options here. Under 9 to go in the first. Shot from the blue line, dropping the pad down and directing it aside was Nelson. And back the other way, the Bears come again. Here's a chance, a shot, and a goal! The Bears score again. This time it's Tyler Lalonde, the sophomore forward, gets his first career goal. Kevin Laska will pick up the puck. Tyler will keep that one. And the Bears will take a 2-0 lead. Two to 0. Great work by the second line again. And I'll tell you, they stood out for the same reason we saw back in the last game. And that goal was similar in the sense that they forced a turnover on the breakout, and played a quick transition, worked it right up the ice, and were very lethal in that. So well done, Dylan Puteau. Now Tyler Lalonde and the Bears in control of this one early, but obviously we said early, so there's a lot of time left. We'll see what Rosemount can do with 8 1/4 to go in this first period. Noah Norman gets it out to the red line. Durgan stolen away by Kinsvater. And then sent deep by Noah Norman. Durgan. Back to center. Driscoll trying to keep it in front of him. Puck maybe caught the Irish bench, so we'll get a face-off just in front of the Irish bench. Again, we have some games this year run by Zach Chapman. He's back. He's doing a phenomenal job up at St. Cloud State for not only his studies but also KVSC. You can hear all of his work. St. Cloud State student radio. And again, lucky to have him back for another year on the horn. Rosemount enters the zone. Hand goes up. I believe we're going to get a slashing call in our first power play for Rosemount. So the Irish got into some penalty trouble early. Now Nolan Road will head to the penalty box for the Bears, and we'll see what the power play can produce now for the Irish. They can get themselves back into this game right away. Rosemount 20% on the power play to start the season. Those numbers are a little, I guess, not very reliable, but we'll see if they can add to that. A shot from the blue line, broken up and cleared down the ice. The Irish retreat. Josh Toll gets to it first. Toll slides it to his right to Groot. Check that, that's Garrity. Sliding it deep. Laska chasing after it, backhands it out. Trying to gather some speed behind his net, but he lost it. That was Hedlund. And Stanius is trying to bother anybody he can with the puck. 64 seconds left in the power play. The aforementioned Stanius comes forward, and now it's to the blue line, and it does just escape the ice. A great work by both Stanius and Vinny Vieira, killing off this penalty. They still have 53 seconds left of it, but Rosemount just unable to get much going here. Up the ice comes Rosemount. Long pass just out of the reach, but does not go for an icing. We continue on. 5:44 to go in the opening period. 25 seconds left in the power play. Swinging it free is Ganser. To the blue line. Here's Lotus with a shot that misses. Hits the back wall. Another try. Back to Lotus. Lotus winds up, fires a pass, and a one-time shot just misses the goal. Another opportunity forming for Rosemount. Nolan Road comes back out. And then to help out for the Bears is Carney. He'll chase after it, but protecting the puck and working it back in here. Irish, another try for Lotus, and he is denied by Gabriel with 5:05 to go in the first. It's 5-on-5. On the ice now with the penalty killed off. Draw one by Rosemount. Bears steal it away. Kinsvater works it forward to Beck. Flipped up in the air. Racing after it is Carney. Beaten to the puck by Ganser. Down the ice it goes. Gabriel comes out to play it. Backhanded hard off the wall by Driscoll. To the blue line, kept in just barely. Flipped up in the air. Drops down, glove down. Skated back in. Rosemount trying to mount some pressure here and start testing Gabriel, but Bears keeping it to the outside. Now Kinsvater will go off the glass. It bounces to center. Doroff will dump and get the puck deep into the Rosemount end. The Irish will skate it out immediately. It's taken forward by Clafton. Eckerly for the Bears. Up the ice. Drops it back behind Durgan. Rings it around the wall, kept in at the blue line. But the second effort for Rosemount, able to get the puck out. That forces Tanner Olson to set some things up in the neutral zone. And now here comes Rode with a chance. Rode's pass broken up. Great diving effort to Owen Durgan. And now a dangerous chance out in front. The net's off the moorings. That will shut down a good Bears forecheck opportunity. With 3:21 to go in the opening period. Still 2-0 White Bear Lake. Another great crowd on hand here on a Thursday night, TCO Sports Garden. The student section nice and big as well, all standing the whole game too. And that's more than can be said for previous classes, to be honest with you. So good job on you, class of, dare I say, 24. What are we doing? 2024. That wasn't like a real year not too long ago. Selski. And it will just go for an icing. Just had enough on this very torn up ice sheet. It has appeared this season in particular, the last couple of games, that the ice hasn't totally been the greatest. I don't know. I haven't talked to the players yet about it, but it definitely, you can see it right there. The puck is on the edge the entire time and just trying to control it, but unable to really get it down. Now finally it does. Here's Eckerly with a shot. Stick save made by Trent Nelson. And controlling it now is Nichols. He'll slide it backwards, and then it's played in left wing side. Salak will center it. Trying to help out there was Garrity, but couldn't get the shot off. Again, Salak will fire one. It goes right into the drop-down knee shin pad of Blake Eckerly. And that'll allow Rode to skate it forward. He goes into the zone, but it's knocked off his stick. Kinsvater goes to Rode up the left side now. The other 9 on the ice got there first, but it went right to the stick of Stanius. So Stanius driving in, goes to the goal. Dangerous loose out in front, cleared to Driscoll at the blue line. He went to his left for Kinsvater, and the one-time shot whiffed upon, but the Bears control it anyway here. Driving in is Rode. He'll find on the right side a shot, Noah Driscoll, and another save made by Grant. So Trent Nelson playing very, very well as it goes back to Driscoll at the blue line. He'll slide it down all the way around the wall to the far side. The Irish will eventually clear it out, and to neutral ice it goes, where it's played back to Driscoll, 85 feet to his left at Kinsvater, and in his pass broken up as the Irish will work their way in now dangerously, spinning around but unable to connect with the pass was Ganser. Bears trying to work it down the ice this time on their own. It's Buteau. He'll let it go just inside that Irish blue line before it's worked right back down the other way, and in comes Ty Hansen for Rosemount. He's ridden off the puck. It's still in his skates, Bears trying to poke it free, still down there with. The officials retrieving a stick that was left. They don't even know what team it's supposed to go to. And there might be something else to grab. Perhaps the rest of the stick blade. They're having to open up the Zamboni doors, I believe, because I think the stick broke in the door opening. Oh, that sucks. Yikes. So that's about a $300 break, if not $400. I don't know how much sticks are nowadays, but they're not cheap. And, it's happened a few times. They got to really make those creases just a little bit smaller. They seem to, make them just big enough for a stick to poke through. So, thoughts and prayers to the parents of that kid who now are going to have to open up the checkbook once again. 20 seconds remain. Here's Jack Stanius. Looks across at Timmons. It goes off his stick. He'll try to retrieve it in the corner. Cycles it down low for Rode. Rode using his body, protecting that puck. Curls back down with 7 seconds to go. Timmons behind. Looking for options here. Clock ticking down, and it's played out down the ice. Time will expire, and the White Bear Lake Bears will head to the locker room with a 2-0 lead after 17 minutes of very entertaining play. A little early to play this song. All I Do Is Win is probably not what you want to play with a 2-0 lead heading into the intermission, but we don't have Alex Westad anymore, so sorry. We wish Alex the best. Apparently he's moved on to better things, and that's great. I heard him at the X back in was it October for the St. Thomas Golden Gopher game, and it was really well done. So we miss him dearly, and so thanks, Alex, for everything. That's a horn salute. We do have many of them. Actually, I think that's the first horn salute we've ever done, but it's always a first. Well, we'll take a breather, and we will come back for the second period. If you're watching on demand, you can just kind of skip ahead with that little pointer thing in the bottom part of the video. If you're watching live, well, scroll through whatever social media app you want to scroll through. Go make some popcorn. I always say go make some popcorn, and I feel like if I'm at home watching the Horn, I got some Orville Redenbacher just ready to go for an intermission snack. I don't know about you. There's just nothing better than an Orville Redenbacher bag of popcorn. Don't put it in the bowl. Just eat it right out of the bag. The bag is the bowl. You don't need to dirty up a dish. Yeah, you go in. You maybe throw some extra butter on there if you want. If you're feeling a little crazy, take some of the stick of butter. You slice off some, melt it in a little Tupperware thing. Spread it across. You usually don't need to salt it. It's usually salted enough. For my taste, maybe you want to salt it. I don't care. So it's your thing. You don't have it? Guess what? It's 2023. We got delivery services. You're going to anger somebody who's got to go deliver a single unit of microwave popcorn from the local grocery store. They're going to say, really? Really? I'm spending my Thursday night at 7:44 at night grabbing a unit of popcorn? Just tip well. Just tip well, please. And then by the second intermission, you should have it ready to go. So then in the third period, you can enjoy it. I'm just a big popcorn guy. I don't know why. I don't really even, to tell you the truth, I haven't eaten microwave popcorn in years. I'm going to go get some tonight. I'm having an existential crisis on the air. How you doing, Zach? You doing good? All right. So yeah, we'll take a breather, and we'll be back. Thank you for tuning in to The Horn, everybody. It's been a great run, and hopefully we'll have more to come because we're really yearning for that Orville Redenbacher sponsorship. We're really happy with it. We really like our chances. And you know what? I'm a pop secret guy too. I'm not gonna lie. I like a little pop secret to my life. Am I missing another popcorn brand? I don't think I can think off the top of my head. But you know what? We're yearning for that, but we are very thankful. This game is presented by Will Anderson Agency, American Family Insurance. We're going to hear from Will, and we're going to see inside his office and see what he does. We love Will. Let's take a listen.
I'm Will Anderson. Graduated from White Bear Lake High School in 1991. Played hockey for the Bears for 3 years. I was lucky enough to go to the state tournament my sophomore and junior year. My thing at American Family is I believe that customer service is a lost art form. You can buy insurance from a number of different people and a number of different ways out there. If you're buying insurance online and you don't have a representative, I'd love to be that person. One of the things that makes us a little bit different is we always insure people the way we would want to be insured. So I start out with a very robust insurance package. I believe that your home is your number one asset. So you want to make sure that's very well protected. Most people would rather pay a little bit more to have great coverage. And that's what we do. We give people the options for great protection. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, but you can call us, text us at 612-361-7283. That's my cell phone, 612-361-7283, or willandersonagency.com.
We started almost 28 years ago now, doing just tires and wheels, and morphed into full service automotive repair, maintenance, and then now into custom truck accessories. We do sprayed in truck bed liners, we do some industrial coatings as well. So really anything in a vehicle, pertaining to a vehicle, that's what we do. We're all locally owned, we're all from here. You go from helping a customer at service counter, and then later on in the night you can see them at a hockey game or a football game, and it's nice to be able to say hi to those guys, and we appreciate their support. I don't need to fix everything on your car today and never see you again. We want to grow relationships, right? When we talk to people about auto repair needs, things like that, it's more of a kind of a 1 through 10 level, right? We'll help educate you and discuss how severe your repairs might be and what can wait a little while. Our telephone number is 651-426-4640. We have a website, it's www.podstire.com. Of course, we're on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Well, as the scoreboard flips to 2 on the period column, we welcome you back to the greatest hockey arena in the world. It's TCO Sports Garden, and it's White Bear Lake boys hockey on the Horn WBL. With Zach Chapman running camera. My name is Zach Halverson, Dylan Buteau, and Tyler Lalonde getting the goals for White Bear Lake. Shout out to the chat to Gabe Bartlett, former slash, I don't know. We'll call him current too, even though he hasn't really done much for us in a while. Gabe Bartlett in the chat, as well as Alex Burish. I've been told Joe Belisle's watching in Sioux Falls, so shout out to Joe. Didn't know they had internet in South Dakota. Good to hear that they do have internet fast enough for us to stream to them and everywhere else. Brief South Dakota shot, I'm sorry, had to take. Love that state. Deadwood, Sturgis, Sioux Falls, it's wonderful. Watched one of the more heartbreaking upsets in St. Cloud State history out there, and I look to my left and see a Husky in Zach Chapman. I look in front of me and see a Husky in Nolan Road as he watches that puck go all the way down the ice for another icing. Some extracurricular activity, as they like to call in the biz. As after the whistle there, the team's definitely getting a little physical at times. We've already seen a good share of penalties in this one. Keep an eye on that as the puck is nearly sprung forward to the stick of Stanius, but it was stopped. And then actually part of the reason play was stopped was not the offside I thought we had. In fact, it was an interference call away from the play called on Tanner Olson. So a tough penalty to take. We were just literally talking about how it was starting to pick up in physicality and a little bit of chippiness, and now we've seen the result of that. The officials trying to clamp down on that. So another power play opportunity for Rosemount. A pass toward the back door. Nolan Road getting in the way of that one, sends it off the wall to center ice. Rosemount entered the game the 2-game season of 20% on the power play. Hard to totally trust those numbers at this point, but we'll see if they can add to that or if the Bears can keep that at 0, at least tonight. Behind Gabriel. Hedlund cuts his way through his pass. One-handed forward by Buteau. But kept in by the Irish. Here's Hedlund with a chance. Loose puck in the slot. Turning around, firing a shot. It's blocked in front. And sent around the ice by Laska. And then it'll go all the way down the ice. 48 seconds to go in the power play for Rosemount. Looked like they're generating something there, but the Bears using their bodies in front, blocking those shots. So Rosemount, another effort here with 36 seconds to go in the power play. All the way around. That's Durrigan. Slides it across to Toll. Back to Durrigan. And now back to Toll once more. He'll slide it to Sherman. Sherman with the shot. Shoulder save made by Gabriel. Clearing attempt stopped up by Toll at the blue line. Toll to Durrigan. In front, redirected on goal. Nice save made as Rutzik will watch it go by him. And that will do it for the Rosemount power play. Bears back to full strength. We stay at 2-0 with 14.5 to go in period number 2. Turnover here at the Bears blue line and a shot taken, stopped by Gabriel. He'll deny Cade Sherman the opportunity. Unsuccessful power play for Rosemount, though they were able to generate some more opportunities we haven't seen yet in this game. And they want to keep testing Gabriel, and they're still certainly within reach. Gabriel watches it go by to his right. Castida. Now the Irish goaltender and Trent Nelson. Look to his left, and long pass there connecting in the zone with Ganser. Poked off his stick, but he gets it back. One-handed around by Driscoll. Pushed back into the White Bear Lake zone. Then taking a big hit in the process was Carter Ganser. Shoveled forward to the blue line and backhanded deep by Noah Driscoll into the Rosemount zone. Norman trying to jam that puck free. Vieja has it in his skates. It comes free. Norman to the blue line. Eckerly slid across to Olsen, who fires one high and wide of the goal. Trying to get to that rebound was Laska. It's pushed out to the blue line. Here's Olsen. Down low, centering pass, intercepted by Hansen. And Ty Hansen will flutter it free for Rosemount. Slid deep into the White Bear Lake end. Bears trying to take advantage of a long Rosemount change with the long pass of their own. And then trying to move it in, but lost it in the exchange was Distad. Rosemount will threaten now. Kicked at the blue line to Doroff. He lost it at center ice, but backed up nicely by Timmins, who gains the line and sends it deep. Chance here for the Bears in front. Maverick Timmins shot save. Rebound still loose, and the net's off the moorings as the puck is played free. But a great look for Stanius. Set Timmins up. He was all alone on the doorsteps, but couldn't put it home. .12:14 to go in this second period. Drop push behind the goal. Josh Toll high up in the air. Bounces down here, look for Rosemount. Backdoor shot! And they score. Hans Hedlund, the senior, the assistant captain, gets the Irish on the board at the 5-minute mark of the third period. So 2-1 White Bear Lake. See how the Bears respond. Kinsvater takes a hit as he dumps the puck deep. Racing after it is Rode. Timmins lends his long stick, able to jam at it, and then sends it down low for Rode. We're looking for Stanius, but it was poked off his stick on goal, and making the nice save off the redirection by his own defenseman was Trent Nelson. And now some stuff again after the whistle. These teams, for some reason or another, I don't remember a big White Bear Rosemount rivalry, but Maverick Timmins is heading to the penalty box. I don't know if they're going to take, it looks like they will take one more, so perhaps coincidental minors, 5-on-5, that's what the official is saying. Maverick Timmins, the White Bear Lake representative of this coincidental minor. On the other side, it will be number 8, not on the roster that they sent us. So that's, we'll get a name. We'll get a name eventually. While we do that, Blake Eckerly will control it at the blue line. His pass broken up, but then it's stolen right back. Great work by the Bears here. Again, that play just inside the Bears, the blue line, then a big collision there. The hands go up. White Bear Lake's about to get a power play. Looks like everybody's okay there. So 6-on-5 now. Road steps out on the ice. Bears are going to just have to regroup at neutral with the 6-on-5 advantage. Slid across to Nolan Road, and he'll get brought down, and that might be another penalty. We'll see. And up the ice, a shot ramps off a stick, bounces off the glass, is touched up by Rosemount, and we'll see what they decide to call. If it's going to be 1 or 2, it could be 2. They might rule that Road went down a little softly. We'll see what head coach Chris Anderson decides to say. The officials are talking it over, but this would be a costly 5-on-3 if that is the case. Heading to the box for at least one is going to be Hans Hedlund, the goal scorer. So it goes right from getting the Irish on the board to getting his number on the scoreboard, and we await the officials' ruling, as does Captain Nolan Road. He's right out there in front of the officials' semicircle trying to perhaps just get an explanation as to why he did or did not get that second penalty. Also out there is Cade Lotus, the assistant captain for Rosemount. 5-minute major for boarding is the call, and it'll be just the one call. So still a very costly 5-minute major boarding call. And the Bears now will have an uninterrupted power play unless they decide to take a penalty of their own. The Rosemount bench getting an explanation. It could have been worse. Like I said, there were certainly some folks in the building who thought there was a little stick work on Nolan Road there that might have brought him down, and officials just saying that was clean, but the big hit there along the wall will go down as a 5-minute major for boarding, and we are back underway. 5-minute power play for the Bears, and it begins with the puck on the stick of Distad. He'll go to Road to his left, back to Distad, winds, fires a shot, took a couple of bounces, went wide of the Irish goal. Stanius back out high, Distad shot blocked. He'll try to get it back and keep it in, does so on that backhand. Now another pass in front. Stanius goes to his left for Nolan Road, back out high, Distad, right wing side, here's Eckerly, now Stanius, shot, save made. What a job there with the glove, flashing that leather. Trent Nelson making a big stop, 28 seconds into a 5-minute major. Irish win the draw, but the Bears swarm it and get it right back. It's Road reversing direction behind the goal. Gain some speed here along that perimeter out to Eckerly. Finds Distad, back to Eckerly. Eckerly. Now Distad over to Road. Switching positions with Eckerly. Road with a shot, and it found its way all the way through, but missed the goal just barely. Road gets it back. Distad. Eckerly. Distad down low. Stanius, weak angle shot, save made. Rebound behind the goal, picked up by Stanius. He'll go to Road with it. Nice job collecting that pass. Now down low, Stanius with a chance in front. One-time shot, save made by Nelson. Rebound still loose, and the whistle blown. The net was off the moorings. If there's one blemish in an otherwise perfect ice arena, the moorings here tend to come off a little easier than other places, and it might have just cost the Bears a grade A opportunity. Draw one sent around the wall but kept in on the far side by Selski. He'll drop it to Laska. Now back Selski with the shot missing wide. Stepping up here on the left wing side and played back is Tanner Olson. Olson sends one, hits off of Beck's stick, goes wide. Nelson, now Olson. Across to Laska. Switches spots with Buteau. Out high again. Olson, now a one-time shot by Selski is knocked away, and the stick of Maverick Timmons will be available for use now by the Bears as he is released from the penalty box. .304 to go in the power play for White Bear Lake. 9:04 to go in the second period. It's Distad running things once more. He'll go to Road. Couple of passes, takes a weird hop off the skate of Stanius and goes on goal, and forced to make about as awkward of a save as we've seen all game was Trent Nelson. Miscue on the face-off attempt. We'll keep you apprised of the clock. 2:46 to go in the power play for the Bears. Long power play. Distad gets it from Eckerly, slides it over to Road, and then Road returns the favor. To Eckerly. Road goes to his backhand, now goes back to his forehand, spins around, finds Eckerly. Switches spots with him, now Distad on the left side, back out high to Eckerly. Now to Distad. Goes to Road, a lot of movement there on the blue line. Road looking for options, slides it back to Eckerly, now to Distad, back to Road, down low for Stanius. Stanius goes out high, Distad fires one, takes a couple of bounces, loose around the goal mouth now. Carried around by Stanius, he'll spins, fires one, just missing, and a costly miss for White Bear Lake as that goes off the corner boards and back out to neutral ice. So the Bears have to regroup. It's Road. He'll spin all the way around in the neutral zone, carries it in, goes to Stanius in the corner, takes a hit, lets it go over for Lalonde. Lalonde going backwards here to Eckerly, to Distad. 1:30 to go in the power play. Road with the shot. Save is made as it's let go all the way through and then cleared down the ice by Rosemount. They are dealing with the long change. These guys have been out there for a while, and a unfortunate offside for the Bears as that allows Rosemount to change. There were two guys out there who might have been out for upwards of 2-3 minutes, and now they will get a chance to change. And not only will they get a chance to change, but with 1:17 to go in the power play, that face-off will come all the way back in the White Bear Lake end. They rule that intentional offside. So we'll get back underway, but so far so good for the Rosemount Irish, staying within a goal of the Bears on this long power play. 4 minutes in, Laska will try to change things for White Bear Lake as he enters the zone with the puck. Curls to the outside using that small frame to protect that puck, goes out high. Here's a chance. Olsen with the shot. Does not go for the Bears. Getting the puck right back, however, and it's worked back outside by Beck. Now to Olsen. Here's Selski to the corner. Cleared up, out of play, and it did hit a fan. I hope everybody is okay down there. I think, yeah, we will keep an eye on that here. Looks like hope everybody's okay. So we continue on. 38 seconds to go in the power play. Our best wishes to the fans over there who were hit. Here's a chance in front, a shot. Elevators over the Rosemount goal. Stanius with a great look, but couldn't put it home. 31 seconds now remain. Rosemount trying to escape. The Bears trying not to let that happen here. Draw one by Rosemount. They'll swing it all the way around the wall. That'll clear it out. And most of this long power play is now killed. One last rush for the Bears with the man advantage. Timmons gets it to Rode. Rode working it in. Rode across. Eckerly the shot and a save made again. Stanius gets the rebound, trying to keep the play going. It goes back to Rode. Rode down low to Stanius. Stanius over across. Timmons' pass goes to Eckerly, but out of his reach for the shot. He'll pick up the loose change, and now Rosemount out of the box. An opportunity on the breakaway. Moving in, the shot off the post and wide, but I believe we're about to see a penalty shot, and we will. Hans Hedlund, who scored the lone Irish goal, goes to the box for a 5-minute boarding call. Rosemount gets the puck just as time expires on that unsuccessful Bears power play, that long one. And as Hans goes down the ice, he is interfered with, taken down, whatever you want to call it. And now Rosemount with an opportunity to tie it up. Hans' opportunity to double his goal count here with the most exciting play in hockey that some people like to say. I'm fine. I like penalty shots too, but we'll see. Here we go. Hans Hedlund trying to knot things up here at TCO. Hedlund can't do so. Couldn't get the shot off. Dribbled off his stick. Tough play for Hedlund, who, undoubtedly got a little cold in that penalty box. He was in there for probably 6 to 7 minutes of real time. And, that was a long time off the ice, and perhaps got a little cold, but he'll have an opportunity to get warmed back up here. 5:54 to go in the second period. And a disappointing second period at that for White Bear, but they still have the lead. It's still 2-1. Bears working their way in. Picked up by Norman. Centering pass. Stick to neutral ice. Just barely crossed the line. Good look, though, by Ty Hansen, getting his gear in the way. Hansen will have the puck now. Sends it toward the goal, and it's redirected just wide of the White Bear Lake goaltender, Leo Gabriel. High off the glass, taking a big hit off the clear was Olsen. He'll get back up. Check that was Bastia. And up the ice again. There come the Irish. Will go down the ice this time, and it will be called icing. 4:45 to go in period number 2. Again, I want to thank our sponsors over the years. Of course, Will Anderson Agency. Please support him. His phone number right up at the top of the screen occasionally. And, of course, Pods, Complete Car Care and Accessories. Ryan Podwells and everybody there have done a wonderful job for us and for the community. So if you do reach out, we definitely encourage you to do business with them. Please let them know. You heard them on the horn. Tell them the horn sent you. In fact, when you pull into the parking lot, just lay on your horn, on your car horn. Then they'll know. And if they don't, they'll yell at you, and you'll just say, don't worry. Zach Halverson told me to just pound on my car horn as I entered your parking lot. The more I think about it, maybe you shouldn't lay on the horn as you enter the parking lot. I don't know. A little bit of a delay. The officials talking over with the Rosemount Irish coaching staff. Not sure exactly what they were angry about, but we have a hand go up right away, and there is a stick broken and belongs to a Rosemount Irish. And I believe slashing is going to be the call on. Wow. Okay. So the I didn't see it. Cade Lotus's stick is in 2 pieces, and he's saying that that was broken by a White Bear Lake bear. The officials are saying that, but he is saying that, or I'm sorry, he's saying the stick was broken by a White Bear Lake bear. The officials are saying that he made the slash and therefore is why there's a penalty on Rosemount. So the Bears back on the power play. Nolan Road out high for Distad, back to Eckerly. Distad down low, and Stanius will control here. Tried to go to Timmons, instead will backhand it to Eckerly. Distad to Road. Road fires one, save is made, and it's covered up by Nelson. Bears continue the power play, but Rosemount coming away with the puck. Into the zone, right wing side, a shot save made, Gabriel rebound, and it goes in. A short-handed goal for Rosemount ties this game at 2. Tough draw. So Luka Salick will get the goal for Rosemount. Now the Irish continuing to threaten here in the later stages of the second period. Bears still with 55 seconds left in this power play, and they'll work it up to Tanner Olson. Olson puts on the brakes. A frustrating second period. The Bears now with 6.5 minutes of power play time in this second period alone, and unable to capitalize. And in fact, they're -1 in the special teams game here in this middle frame. One-handed forward to Buteau. He's ridden off the puck. Nice little pickpocket attempt there. And now come the Irish once more. A shot, a save, and a goal. Wow. The officials say that it was a goal. They're going to conference here. I don't know how he would have seen it. The official from the corner said it went in. From up here, I couldn't tell for sure. And new head coach Chris Anderson looking on to Tim Hambley as well, and the official says that he saw it go in. He saw it cross the line, so that is 2 shorthanded goals in what has been a just shocking second period here, and the Irish now full strength after scoring 2 goals on that short-handed attempt alone. My goodness. Bears trying to find an equalizer. Brought a 2-0 lead into the intermission. Pass in front, backhand shot, save made, and then cleared out of harm's way as the puck is sent down the ice. It'll go for an icing with 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the second period. Wow. By the way, we did replay the slashing call that Rosemount took such an issue with, and that was a good call by the official. The stick was broken by the player, and it went into the White Bear Lake player's skate and broke there, and so it was a good call. He was angry because it was his stick that was broken, but, well, that's not how that works. So, anyway, 2 minutes to go. Irish threatening once again. A shot was just wide of the Bears' goal. Turnover in front, but great work by Nate Selski getting that puck away. Off the shelf. Cleared forward by Norman. Back down deep. Gabriel lets it go for Distad. Nets off the moorings, and this wonderful, again, the one blemish. I don't want to complain about what is, again, the greatest hockey arena in the world, but Nets have never really stayed well. We had one good season where it looked like they actually figured it out, and now they're back to getting pushed off by a light breeze at this point. So we go from playing All I Do Is Win in the start of the first intermission and dearly paying for it. And then now we're playing Don't Stop Believin'. Okay. Up the ice, it's Nolan Road. Back the other way, the Irish come. Trying to continue the sensational second period. 65 seconds to left. Tipped up in the air, goes off the edge of Gabriel's glove and behind the goal. Eckerly trying to find some open ice. He'll set it up the ice, moving it forward, and then retreating is Jack Stanius as the Bears just look lost. And I think we'll welcome that intermission with open arms here. Miscue on the pass, perhaps ice condition related. Here's Nolan Road. Gains some speed, cuts through Road with a beauty, but couldn't get a shot off at the end of it. Gabriel stops it behind his goal. And down the ice, it'll go for an icing. So 16.1 to go in period two. Shots on goal are 28-14 in favor of White Bear Lake, but the Irish have 3 goals in this second period. 2 of them coming shorthanded. What a save by Gabriel. Right pad save at the buzzer, keeping the Bears within 1 of the surging Irish. An emotional second period, to say the least. A 5-minute major in which the Bears couldn't capitalize at the trail end of it. Resulted in a breakaway for the player who's in the box the entire time, Hans Hedlund, who got the Irish on the board early in the second period. Comes out of the box, gets a penalty shot, fails on it, but is later backed up with 2 more goals by his team. Short-handed in a same separate slashing minor. This is when a color commentator would be nice right now, because I'm at a loss for words, folks. No fun popcorn talk after that period. Would love to see what happens here, how the Bears respond in this upcoming third period. Again, best wishes to that fan who was hit with the puck earlier, and hope to get an update or something now. But didn't look severe, but definitely looked like, as you can imagine, did not feel too good. So the score not updated on your screen, but it is 3-2 Rosemount after 2 periods of play. We'll take a breather. Thanks for tuning in to the Horn, everybody.
I'm Will Anderson, graduated from White Bear Lake High School in 1991. Played hockey for the Bears for 3 years. I was lucky enough to go to the state tournament my sophomore and junior year. My thing at American Family is I believe that customer service is a lost art form. You can buy insurance from a number of different people and a number of different ways out there. If you're buying insurance online and you don't have a representative, I'd love to be that person. One of the things that makes us a little bit different is we always insure people the way we would want to be insured. So I start out with a very robust insurance package. I believe that your home is your number one asset. So you want to make sure that's very well protected. Most people would rather pay a little bit more to have great coverage. And that's what we do. We give people the options for great protection. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, but you can call us, text us at 612-361-7283. That's my cell phone, 612-361-7283, or willandersonagency.com.
We started almost 28 years ago now, doing just tires and wheels, and morphed into full service automotive repair, maintenance, and then now into custom truck accessories. We do sprayed in truck bed liners, we do some industrial coatings as well. So really anything in a vehicle, pertaining to a vehicle, that's what we do. We're all locally owned, we're all from here. You go from helping a customer at service counter, and then later on in the night you can see them at a hockey game or a football game, and it's nice to be able to say hi to those guys, and we appreciate their support. I don't need to fix everything on your car today and never see you again. We want to grow relationships, right? When we talk to people about auto repair needs, things like that, it's more of a kind of a 1 through 10 level, right? We'll help educate you and discuss how severe your repairs might be and what can wait a little while. Our telephone number is 651-426-4640. We have a website, it's www.podstire.com. Of course, we're on Facebook and Instagram as well.
We welcome you back to TCO Sports Garden after a very rough second period for the Bears. Luckily we had our mics muted, otherwise you might have heard some profanity as the uncensored version of American Idiot played for all of the little ears to hear. Whatever. At least it wasn't all I do is win again. That was rough. That was rough. At the end of the first period was played, and Bears had a 2-0 lead, and all they were doing was winning. Perhaps a misguided song choice because I don't know what the song equivalent of bulletin board material is. But if I was Rosemount, I probably wouldn't have appreciated that, and I would have probably came out and had the fire that they had in the second period to not only erase the 2-goal deficit, but take their first lead of the hockey game and do it with 2 short-handed goals on the same penalty kill. Well, yeah, other than that, Miss Lincoln, how was the play? Some positives. Well, 7 minutes of power play netted 2 goals for the Irish. So, Zach, do you have any positives? This is a good song. That's a positive. It's a very good song. Yeah, the Bears need to do better, and they will need their leaders to step up and all that stuff. If we want, I mean, we could throw Carissa Thompson downstairs for a quick interview with CA as he leaves the locker room, and you can tell him how you get the report about how the Bears just need to get back to their game, get back to where they were in the first period. You know, things got away. It's early in the season. Every game's a practice game in high school hockey until the playoffs. Yes, I agree. So what do we need a sideline? We had Jake Bradnick do sideline reporting one game. That was fun. You probably did. He ever do it once? I don't know. Not here, but yeah, you do up there. Do you take personal offense to the Carissa Thompson controversy? Were you one of the people? You should have went on Twitter as the St. Cloud State Hockey student radio sideline report, ice side reporter. I want to make it known that everybody that you don't make it up. You don't make anything up. You don't come out and be like, Brett Larson said this, and this. You know, you didn't say that. Nothing but integrity from Zach Chapman is what we're trying to say. Well, they added a shot in the intermission. Apparently Toronto, didn't like the shot total, so it's 28-15 in favor of White Bear Lake as we advance to the third period. And hopefully a better period it will be for White Bear Lake, but Rosemount coming out of the gates firing once again. They will dump the puck deep into the White Bear Lake zone. Will Distad back there get some help from Selski, and the Bears break out and work the puck up. It's played forward to Maverick Timmons. Timmons back to Stanius, and it knocked off his stick. Road looks to support. Instead, it goes back to Distad. His shot turned away. Great goaltending all night so far by Trent Nelson. Has stopped 27 of 29 White Bear Lake shots now early in this third period. A shot whistles wide of the White Bear Lake goal. Stanius will grab it, takes a hit. Now a couple of regroups here as Rode slides it to his right. Selski trying to go off the wall to himself. Instead, it's jammed back down low by Garrity. Loose in front, the shot save made by Gabriel as it's directed to the corner, back out to the blue line. Durrigan again. This one flies high up in the air, bounces off the shelf. Stanius looking to try to jam it out. It comes free. Irish have it. Durrigan with the shot pad save made by Gabriel, and it's backhanded and out of the zone by Rode. Owen Durrigan, the 1:15 mark, tried to find a Hail Mary pass, if you will, up to Garrity, but did not connect, goes for an icing instead. Fifteen and a half to go in the third period. Rosemount with the 1-goal lead. And they carry it in offside. TCO Sports Garden, also home of the Mountains View Mustangs. Bears will play them twice this year. Also home of Gentry Academy. The Stars. So it is a busy rink throughout the year. We was by 3 high school teams. High school boys varsity, also the girls varsity team for Gentry Academy, the defending girls hockey state champions in the Stars. Ackerley retreats, gets it up to Laska. Tanner Olson to Ackerley. Skates it in front of Gabriel. Goes to Laska. Laska trying to fight his way through. Great work with the stick, keeping the puck in front of him. Irish with a cross-ice pass. That doesn't connect. Allows Noah Driscoll to have some time to work with here in his own zone. He'll just elect to skate forward with it, driving it right up the gut and into the Rosemount zone. Norman takes a hit, pinned up against the wall. Puck comes free. Behind the red line, they'll give the follow-through to him, and the puck will go deep into the White Bear Lake zone. A pass out in front, and then blockered up in the air by Gabriel. Settled down in the corner by Hansen. Pushed toward the goal, but the Bears play it back to the outside. Another try that's intercepted by Norman, and he'll gather some speed here as he works it to his right to Villa. Villa back in the direction of Norman, off his skates. Goes behind the Rosemount goal. Stepping up is Distad, trying to keep it in front of him. Takes a big hit in the process. And Norman will help out here with Distad. And then Bastia will control it for a moment. Knocked off his stick, goes up in the air, and then it's slashed out of the zone and then cleared down the ice by Rosemount for an icing. 13:23 to go in the third period. Bears looking for that equalizer. They'll have their top line come back on the ice. Jack Stanius, Maverick Timmons, and centering this line, senior forward Nolan Rode. 45 goals entering tonight. Now it's in his career for the Bears. Slowly approaching that 100-point career mark. Jack Stanius, the junior, will try to one-hand it out. It's kept in, however, by the Irish. Second effort will eventually be good, we hope. Timmons just out of the reach of Rode, but he was out enough to get just a tiny bit of a stick on it. And the Irish have it. They try to exit. Nice poke check by Timmons. Timmons using that long reach. Now he'll fire a shot, save is made. He takes a huge hit from behind open ice. But certainly sparked the Bears here. They'll try to get a forecheck going. Timmons, 6'2", using all of that reach to jam that puck free. He'll get it back. A shot blocked. Comes out high. A shot. Olsen hits the crossbar. Ricochets out. Oh, what a look for Olsen. And now the Irish mounting a rush here. A shot there taken by Hedlund. Hits some traffic on front and goes into the netting behind. 12 to go. Period number 3. And a couple of grade A scoring opportunities for the Bears. They can't convert, but want to see that more and more here as they try to, again, for a second straight game, erase a deficit. We'll see if they can do that here. Off the glass, Kinsvater running into some trouble there. Great work, great effort by Wiedpo. Kinsvater knocked off his stick. Centering pass, shot, blocked. Send out to neutral ice. Controlled by Toll. Long pass right side, connects there, and entering the zone was Rudzik, but he lost it. Laska looking after it. Great job stepping up and forcing that one back in by Tyler Lalonde. Got his first career White Bear Lake goal earlier in the game. But now on-man rush forming for the Irish. Loose in front, slot area cleared out by the Bears. Big collision in the corner. Oh, puck comes right, almost hit us. That was about as close as we've had it here. Looks like everybody to our right is okay. And I think we got the. I think we were. Yeah. Wow. That was exciting. That wouldn't have felt good. That just avoided the old shin. That would have hurt. Try not to do that, guys. If the Bears could try not to kill us, that'd be great. But then again, they weren't. You know. They're just trying to clear it out. And this glass ain't high enough for everybody, I guess. 10:40 left in the third period. Toward the blue line, a rising snapper from the blue line goes over the goal. Irish turn it over. Or force a turnover, I should say. They're out in front. Can't get a shot off. Backhanded toward neutral ice, but kept in. Directed aside by Gabriel. He'll stop it behind. And that clock, still plenty of time, but always feels a little different when it goes from 10 minutes to 9, and that's what it has here. 9:59 to go in period 3. Irish back in, a shot. Nice save made again by Gabriel. Pushes the rebound to the corner. Out high, another shot that's blocked. Great effort by Vieja. Pushes a big hit, and then it's sent down the ice, and I believe a cross check is going to be called on Vinny Vieja. So another power play opportunity for the Irish. The fans here don't like it. Got a couple of hands up there, and now the Irish firing one. It makes contact with some traffic out in front, goes over the glass. Just not what you want to see. It was a great play by Vinny and was able to get the puck out of the zone, but perhaps a little too aggressive. So 1:45 left in the power play. 9:25 left in regulation. And a couple of shots already on Gabriel, putting those away. And they just cannot get a clean face-off here. Finally, we get back underway. Rosemount might have wanted the timekeeper to wait maybe a second or two more. A couple of seconds ticked off the clock in those two missed face-off attempts, but we continue on. And the whistle blows, and I believe we're going to get a 5-on-3 for 1:24. My goodness. Unfortunate tripping call on Blake Eckerly going to Utah for baseball, but he sits in the penalty box. Rosemount wins the draw. A shot missing wide. Left circle, Chance poked off his stick. Toll trying to get it back. Goes down low for Garrity. Garrity around for Hedlund. Out high. Shot redirected just wide. Good look for Garrity. A great attempt there from the blue line to just slide that on the ice. 48 long seconds remaining here in this 5-on-3 for Rosemount. Hedlund to his right. Gets it back. Goes to Durrigan. Durrigan, right side, back out high. Durrigan down low to Toll. Toll's pass intercepted by Nolan Road, and he'll force it down the ice and just keeps the pressure going here. 5-on-3, and a very aggressive 5-on-3 at that. So Bears get a couple of fresh skaters out there. 11 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Vieja trying to escape here as the Rosemount Irish keep the pressure going. A shot off the side of the cage, and that will do it for Vieja. He will return to the bench, and out comes Jack Stanius. Puck in the corner, half minute to go in the 5-on-4. It's dangerous, loose out in front and cleared down the ice. And that will do it for most of this. One last rush perhaps with the man advantage. Long pass connects with Clafton. Graham Clafton drop pass here as he enters the zone. Cutting to the right. Good look for Gasner, but doesn't get to the goal. Now to the corner. Back out high. Shot, block, save, rebound, loose. Gabriel cuts across, makes a save. Another try, and that's finished. The Irish score. It won't go down as a power play goal. It happened just as time expired on the long 5-on-3, and a 2-goal deficit now for the Bears to overcome. Ty Hansen will get credit for that one, the captain, the leader, getting his team a 2-score lead with 7:02 to go in period number 3. Bears desperately need to respond and respond quickly. Out to the blue line, here's Distad. His pass, Bears can't keep it in. Irish work their way in, and another penalty. Wow. Had to call it. Tripping's going to be the call. And that'll take a little under a third of the regulation time remaining. The Bears will have to kill yet another power play. I have to think another Rosemount goal would be the dagger here. Irish win it. Josh Toll to his right to Durrigan. Pass down low by Hedlund. Toll racing after it, takes a hit. Gets it back. Toll works it across, a shot. Scored free, goes through, loose in front. One-handed on toward the goal, but it doesn't get there. Irish continue to move the puck right around Gabriel. He's moving left to right, all over the place, trying to keep up. Great puck movement. Another shot save is made, still loose. And Gabriel making all sorts of stops there, keeping his team within 2 of Rosemount. 5:47 to go in regulation. That shot misses everything and goes into the netting. 1:07 remains in the power play, now 5:42 to go in period number 3. Draw one by Rosemount. One-handed forward by Laska, trying for some short-handed magic of White Bear Lake zone. Special teams a major factor in this game. And perhaps what turned it around after a great start, 2-0 White Bear after one. 3 second period goals for the Irish, and another one here in the third. 35 seconds to go in the power play. Rosemount content to just keep going here. Move the puck out in front. Can't get the shot on target. Distad trying to kill some time off behind the goal. Wraps it around the wall. It gets on edge. Will roll all the way down. 12 seconds remain in the power play for Rosemount. Gloved in by the Irish. Long pass here off the backhand of Stanius as the Bears are full strength. Stanius centers one, weak angle shot. Buteau missed. Right side, another try. Bouncing puck. Stanius trying to get it on goal. Another big save made as now Nolan Road will control with 4:20 to go in the third period. Out to the blue line. Kept in by Driscoll. Try for Buteau, unsuccessful. And Irish will clear. And they'll have an opportunity of their own. Nice moves right wing side. A centering pass to nobody. Bears will try to take advantage. 3-on-2 opportunity for Stanius. Stanius will work his way in. Drop pass for Road. Road in front. Goes all the way through. Doesn't hit anybody. Driscoll will step up for White Bear Lake. Skates it behind the goal. Looking for option. Takes a hit. Puck comes free. Rosemount will have the easy breakout here as it's flipped up in the air. High stick touch by Road, but it's negated immediately by another touch by Rosemount. Battle continues at the red line. Now 3:37 to go in the third period as the puck is dumped in. Crunch time now for the Bears, but Rosemount has the puck. They go off the wall to the blue line. A shot far and wide goes all the way through. Gabriel making the save on the Durgan shot, and the Bears will clear it out. Bouncing puck goes right back to Durgan. He'll slide it to his right. It's picked up by Toll. Toll will gain the line. Gabriel will stop it behind the White Bear Lake goal. Miscue on that. Cleared out of harm's way by the Bears, and White Bear Lake will take it up. It's Bastia as he loses it as he enters the zone, and then touched up by the Bears. It was just past the blue line, and that will bring a face-off just outside the Rosemount zone with 3:05 to go in period number 3. And after leading at one point 28 to 14 toward the end of that second period, when it was made 28-15 with the shot as time expired. The shots on goal have now favor Rosemount 32 to 31. A game that has been completely turned on its head by some wonderful play by Rosemount. They've just, hate to say it, but they've outworked the Bears in some areas here, and just kind of brute force, if you will. They certainly made their mistakes, and in the 5-minute boarding major, that's one of them. There was another slashing call that they took issue with, but you see on video replay that it was certainly warranted. And while they were angry at the call, even though it was not warranted anger, they still used it to their advantage. Scored 2 goals on that penalty kill to take the lead, and they have not looked back. And the Bears just, again, even when they were down, they were still getting some opportunities. This has not been a great third period for the most part, and we'll see if they can dig deep here. They need 2 goals in the next 185 seconds. Leo Gabriel will start in the at the hash marks here. We'll keep an eye on him. Probably get an overzealous shoulder tap when he eventually goes to the bench, as the puck is sent in, and he will go to the bench here. Bears trying to get 6-on-5 going now with just under 3 to go in regulation. Rosemount backed up. Dangerous pass out in front. Turning around to grab it is Distad. He uses body to protect, finds Eckerly, goes off the glass just out of the reach of Stanius, and then the 100-foot shot goes off a couple of gloves. It'll be grabbed here by Distad. Sent over for Rode. Back to Eckerly. Eckerly up the ice now. Long pass doesn't connect. Instead it goes to the stick of Durrigan. Durrigan forced to retreat. Now he flips it high in the air to center. Goes all the way down the ice. Will not go for an icing. 2:20 remains here now in period number 3. 2:15 to go now as the Bears work it up. It's Nolan Rode cutting across from right to left. Cannot get it in the zone. Great job at the blue line by Rosemount, as now Maverick Timmons will absorb a hit. Flips it forward. Puck comes down, and the Irish send it right back to neutral ice. The Bears just cannot get it in. Here we go. Nolan Rode across for Timmons. It was in his skates. It goes off the wall, and the Irish come back the other way with the empty net. A chance, a shot off the post, and they can't finish. And it will go down the ice. It will go for an icing with 100 seconds to go, but some new life for the Bears in a way, but in other ways they look at the clock. They look at the fact that they have not been able to get it into the zone. In fact, you can see eventually, hopefully, we'll get the puck back on the Rosemount side of the ice, but you can just see how little we have been looking to our right here in the third period. A lot of untouched ice here in the Rosemount zone. So the Irish control it off the draw, but it's intercepted nicely and played forward by Vieja. Cannot get it past the red line. Leo Gabriel will stay in his goal. Bears came into this one ranked 7th. Of course, rankings at this point in the season don't mean much of anything at all. Rosemount got some votes. I'd imagine they'll gain some more votes after tonight's effort. High pass up in the air. Irish send it back in. Bears get in the way of it. Gabriel still in his goal. Bears, I think that was onside. I thought we got the skate back, but the official doesn't rule that way. And with 50.7 to go, Gabriel staying in his goal for now. He will make his way to the bench and then turn around. So we'll go right back to where we were, just with a couple of minutes elapsed. Gabriel coming off the ice here because the Bears already had 6 guys out there. So big face-off, I would say, and it's played for by Rode. Into the zone, right wing side. Stanius with the shot when 5-hole was saved. Eckerly with the chance. That's blocked. Coming across. Distat with the try. Rebound still loose. Bouncing puck up in the air. Now it's cleared out to the corner. Still trying on the Bears, but the Irish cleared it to the blue line. Eckerly kept it in for a moment. Gets past him, and this should do it. The Irish score the empty netter and have come back from a 2-0 deficit. And they will win this one here at TCO. A lot to be learned, of course. Certainly doesn't feel great, but in the end will certainly not matter when it comes to the time of the season. It does matter, but Bears certainly showing signs of talent, signs of cohesion, but some undisciplined play, and the special teams did them in. And what an effort by Rosemount. Coming on the road on a school day, across town, across the metro. It's not a short drive up here, and props to them. 5-2 the final. And the shots on goal, they're already erasing them. Couldn't see it. Already going down to 0. And much like the music, the scoreboard being operated like a youth hockey tournament. So we say goodbye. Disappointing effort all around, and we'll hopefully see some changes made, some lessons learned, and the Bears certainly a good team. They got a lot of talent, and we'll see if they can turn things around here. They've got a game against Creighton next week. We will not, unfortunately, be able to bring you that game here on the Horn. They will go to Stillwater on Tuesday before then, as well as a away game against Forest Lake. So that Suburban East Conference schedule going into full force here next week. And then we will be back here on the Horn in a few weeks here. December 16th, I believe, will be our next broadcast. A home Saturday afternoon battle against the East Ridge Raptors. Why watch the Vikings at noon? Why watch the Wild at 1 when you can watch the Bears at 2 p.m.? Zach Chapman on the call. It's going to be a fun one. Can't wait. So our thanks to Zach Chapman. Our thanks to all of you for watching at home. And we certainly had a fun time for the most part here, and we'll see you again real soon. So thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. This has been White Bear Lake Hockey on the Horn.
I'm Will Anderson, graduated from White Bear Lake High School in 1991. Played hockey for the Bears for 3 years. I was lucky enough to go to the state tournament my sophomore and junior year. My thing at American Family is I believe that customer service is a lost art form. You can buy insurance from a number of different people and a number of different ways out there. If you're buying insurance online and you don't have a representative, I'd love to be that person. One of the things that makes us a little bit different is we always insure people the way we would want to be insured. So I start out with a very robust insurance package. I believe that your home is your number one asset. So you want to make sure that's very well protected. Most people would rather pay a little bit more to have great coverage. And that's what we do. We give people the options for great protection. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, but you can call us, text us at 612-361-7283. That's my cell phone, 612-361.
We started almost 28 years ago now doing just tires and wheels, and morphed into full service automotive repair, maintenance, and then now into custom truck accessories. We do sprayed in truck bed liners, we do some industrial coatings as well. So really anything in a vehicle, pertaining to a vehicle, that's what we do. We're all locally owned, we're all from here. You go from helping a customer at service counter, and then later on in the night you can see them at a hockey game or a football game, and it's nice to be able to say hi to those guys, and we appreciate their support. I don't need to fix everything on your car today and never see you again. We want to grow relationships, right? When we talk to people about auto repair needs, things like that, it's more of a kind of a 1 through 10 level, right? We'll help educate you and discuss how severe your repairs might be and what can wait a little while. Our telephone number is 651-426-4640. We have a website, it's www.podstire.com. Of course, we're on Facebook and Instagram as well.